Hello my fellow YouTubers and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Coredy robot, which is a dupe of the Roomba. So this is what the robot looks like, very similar to the Roomba, but let me be very clear, it is not the Roomba. I've been using it for about 3 months. I'll show you guys some footage of it in action. But overall, the performance on this thing is not great. My number one issue with it is the lack of intelligence. This thing will clean the same path over and over and over again, instead of doing like the Roomba does and intelligently mapping out your space and creating a path through it to make sure it gets everywhere. This robot will clean the same spot 5 or 6 times and then skip the spot just to the left of that line. So it's really not the best robot. I think it's great for, maybe a bachelor who's never home and doesn't have a lot of stuff down. But in our household, we've got a rug with tassels on the end. Every time I want this robot to run, I have to go roll up that rug and move it. Otherwise, it will eat the rug and can't get over it. The spinning side arms right here are constantly getting covered. As you can see, like this is just hair wrapped around it and getting tangled on it. So I'm cleaning that every single week. And quite honestly, that's kind of disappointing. I was really hoping that I'd be able to have this thing run at night while I'm not in the space, but I just don't trust it. It gets stuck on anything and everything. It's gotten stuck on a chair leg. It's gotten stuck on a sliding glass door, the rug, you name it, it'll find a way to get stuck on it. It even got stuck on my flip-flop one day. So overall, not very impressed. The next big issue I have is the actual vacuum piece right here. Yeah, I've got long hair. My girlfriend's got long hair. We've got a cat and a dog, but that is 3 days worth of tanglement. And yes, you can just pop this open, pull it out and quickly clean it. But I don't want to have to do that every 3 to 4 days to keep this thing vacuuming well. It is nice, but for the price of this compared to the price of a Roomba, which I've used in the past, my parents have one, it's just not worth it. Get the Roomba, get the smart room sensing, have it map out your space where you can tell it where you want it to go and really clean it. I think that this company could have an opportunity in the future once they've been out and around a little bit longer and they fix some of the things, but the app isn't that great, has basic functionality. It's really just the hardware on this thing. It's just not there yet. It's got the traditional bump guard on it, but the only way you can really tell it where it can't go or where it can go is via magnetic sticker tape that you put down on the ground. I don't want that in my house. I think it looks tacky. I think it looks cheap. It's just what it is. And this does not have the ability via software to block off areas. So really kind of disappointed with it. I guess it does what you expect it to do. Clean a space and get tangled, but it's just not very quick. All right, so we got the robot plugged in on the other side. Kind of gross floor, so let's see how well it does at cleaning the floors.
I wonder how well it's gonna do with Tati's hair. If it's gonna get, cause that one day, I know you took some stuff off the chair, but on any regular day, there's just so much hair. It's gonna need to go every single day.
I get you.
And how do we clean? Do you still have to clean it? Is it just like any other vacuum?
It's
what?
like any other vacuum, you just pull out the dust tray and dump it. So we'll see.
Yeah. What is it? What is it, Tati? Tati, what's under there? You should probably not eat it. Our cat destroys it before it ever even works.
Can you look up the password on your computer, please?
Yeah. You guys, look at my two little angels reacting to our new machine. They don't know what to do. Where'd it go, babies?
Angelica, what do you think, baby?
What do you think, Tatiana?
All right, so the next test we're gonna do with the Coredy robot is cleaning our bathroom. As you can see, the floor is really gross in here. We did some work out in the backyard, so we tracked in a lot of dirt and stuff, and I haven't cleaned it in a week or so. So the perfect opportunity to test out the mopping function on the robot. So let's see how it does. All right, so I went ahead and moved out all the little stuff, just threw it in the shower, just to give it a fair opportunity to do the best job. And I've got it set to the small room setting, mopping at auto. So come back in and I'm gonna give it 15 minutes, I think, to see how well it can do on this floor. So let's see how it does. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how the robot did in the bathroom. Better, but I don't know. That I would think would get picked up. So that's 15 minutes. Better, but not very great. So let's see what another 15 minutes will do. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that quality? You know, it's not perfect. There's still, you know, like right there and there. So that was one full cycle. It took just under 30 minutes. It timed out at 28 minutes for this room. But overall, you know, not super impressed. You know, I'd expect it to do a little bit better job. It was super dirty, but still. It's a pretty small room, 28 minutes. And like I said, there's streaks, there's dirt. So I'm gonna have to give this a pretty low grade. I'm gonna run it one more time to see if it does a better job. So we'll come back after a whole nother cycle, so another 28 minutes. Let's see what happens. All right, babe, come tell me your reaction to the bathroom. So this is 1.5 cycles, so 45 minutes of cleaning.
Interesting. Those cabinets are so disgusting.
Right?
I mean, it looks alright.
It looks all right. I give it a C because like, look right here.
Yeah, there's a
like,
lot still on there.
Like, I almost think like, it's just like moving the stuff around. It doesn't really do a good job of sweeping and like mopping. Like the mop doesn't get like the cracks. And
Did you sweep it first?
Yeah, I vacuumed it first.
Yeah.
So like, I would have expected it to do a better job.
Maybe it's the kind of floor it is.
I get you, but I'm just saying like, it did get it cleaner, but
Yeah.
I think it's good for like a touch up. It's not good for cleaning.
I agree. Especially if you've got a lot of like random hairs. And
Yeah, but it's like anywhere along those cracks, it seems like it gets stuck.
yeah. The grout line.
Mm-hmm.
That grout probably needs to be filled in.
No, the grout is the right height.
Got you.
It's just the tiles aren't level.
I see.
Whoever did the floor didn't know what they're doing.
Well, very interesting. Better than it was.
I get you, but what would you rate the cleaning job?
I would rate it a C minus.
Okay, so we're in line with that.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, love.
Of course, my love.
My final thoughts on the Coredy robot. Yes, it's never actually this clean. I wiped it down right before I got on because it gets super dusty super quick. Overall, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. I just don't think it works in a house with pets. I think that's the biggest thing, as well as people with long hair. I mean, my hair is getting pretty long, so it's just not quite there. I think that this would be great. Small house area that's not very frequently traveled, but with where we're keeping this thing, it's up in the main room. It gets the most travel, the most pet hair, the most human hair, just the biggest amount of hair droppings on the floor. So it just wasn't quite there. And I really wanted it to be because I really wanted this to work. I really wanted to say, hey, I don't have to sweep anymore. But that's just not what this is. This is a great in-between sweeping and mopping robot, not an everyday robot. And I can't trust it to run on its own, so I still gotta be in the space whenever it's using it. Cannot vacuum carpet to save its life. We just have like a small hallway that is carpet, so I went ahead and ran it on there. I didn't even post any footage of that because it was just god awful. It didn't do anything. When we looked at the dustbin, it was nothing. We took our regular vacuum over it and it pulled out so much more stuff. So this robot, not good for carpet either. So overall, what I want in a robot is ease of use, the ability to schedule it and forget it, and then lastly, something that works 100% of the time and gets up 95% of the stuff on the floor, not just the easy stuff or, you know, a zigzag pattern through your house. So disappointed in the Coredy, but I think it's still got a use in our house. It's just not the use I was paying for. And I think that for the price point, just paying a little bit more, you know, this thing was still really expensive. A Roomba's not that much more expensive. So I would go with the Roomba if I was to buy it again. Well, unfortunately, this wasn't the most upbeat, positive review. So hopefully our next review can be a little bit more upbeat and positive. But if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe button, hit the bell to where you know when I post. And I've got some great yard work DIYs coming your way, as well as a couple cool product reviews from our Own Connect rewards points that I'm really excited to show. So until next time, thanks for watching.